Hi, welcome to this very impromptu Thursday afternoon productivity video. Yesterday night, I was just winding down and I came across Ali Abdaal's video, which is how to make time for everything and actually do it. And this is one of the questions that mentally drains my energy at the back of my head every single day. And he shares this Google spreadsheet, which is 168 hours templates. That's actually how many hours all of us have in a given week, and you just fill out where your time is going. Very intriguing. It's free to download. I'll also link his video, his template down in the description below if you're interested. This video, before I start, it's gonna be very raw. It's mainly for me. There's thin chances I might not even upload it, but my goal with this one is just to go through this exercise, see where most of my time is going, and where I can allocate more time for things that I am always desiring, always ambitious, always daydreaming for. That's one of the reasons, like if you saw my last video, I changed my whole living room setup. This is my current living room now, and it's working. Let's jump into this. Here is the timesheet. It says 168 hours template. We have a current week and we have ideal week. Both of the sheets are identical. The purpose behind the current week is like how you're spending those 168 hours currently, and ideal is to reflect based on that and see how or where you can do some trade-offs and hopefully spend some hours into those ideal weeks. So first one, I aim to sleep for how many hours per night. So I'm actually going to base it off of what my real numbers are. Monthly, it currently shows at 7.8 hours. Let's just put 7 hours here. Wind down. This is where my struggle. This is where I struggle. So I have the hardest time sleeping, and let's just put down 45. So now you can actually see that this bar is filling up. Out of 168 hours, 54.3 hours I spend sleeping. I work around 8 hours, 5 days a week. My lunch break is not every day I would take lunch at work. Let's just put 15 minutes. Back then it took me more than an hour. For the fun of it, let's put 1.25 hours each way. Getting ready for work, 20 minutes is enough for me. Getting changed after work, 3 minutes right away. Right away as I'm work, I'm in my home clothes. 54.8 hours. Combining work and commute, more time on that than on my sleep. Now, let's say 10 minutes walk, and that comes down to 44.8, which is actually dream. Food, each day I spend around, I would say 0 because not all the time I'm a breakfast person. Eating lunch, okay, let's say 15 minutes and 45 minutes because most of the time I cook my own meal. Eating dinner, so let's again 15 minutes is enough for me to eat. If I have prepared my lunch, that would be the same dinner I would do most of the time, so let's say 0. Let's see now, for food, 3.8 per week. Okay, let's go down. Chores, I do groceries 1 time per week. Each grocery session takes, okay, let's say 75 minutes. I clean the house approx, let's say 2 times a week now. Let's just say 5 minutes. Laundry, literally just loading and unloading the laundry. I'm not, but I have to fold the clothes. Folding is where, let's say 15 minutes. 30 minutes per week to miscellaneous chores. So that leaves us with 31 hours in chores? Let's move on, that's fine. Childcare, as of now, 0. Skip. Fitness. This is where I'm ashamed. How many hours I spend exercising per week, including the commute time. Not enough. In my ideal week, I'm gonna change that. So as of now, let's just put 30 minutes. Other fitness related stuff, sadly 0. Entertainment, again another embarrassing section is coming up. Each week I spend hours watching TVs or movies. YouTube is my addiction. Instagram is something I can stop to, but YouTube and Instagram combined are the things that are screwing me. Not happy to admit, it's 1 hour 50 minutes average. Not happy. Let's just say 2 hours. Let's just say 10 hours. What the okay. On relationship, each week I spend family or partner or with friends, 2 hours. Socializing, no. So let's come back on top. So my free time is a negative 13 hours. Negative 13 hours. The highest is taken by sleep, which is okay. Work, something I cannot change, that's fine. Food time, I'm okay with the time of it, but just like want to make more healthier choices. Chores, I'm just surprised why chores is taking so much. Childcare, 0. Fitness, 30 minutes only. Are we together so far? Hopefully I am making sense, because I'm not sure if others would be this much interested in what I'm doing with my life. Let's jump to the ideal week. I'd like to sleep. Honestly, I would just say 7 hours is perfect for me. Finish winding down in 15 minutes. Work, eating breakfast. So let's just stick to that. Groceries has to be 1 time a week. Let's say if I can squeeze things in under 60 minutes, including the commute time, that would be perfect. 5 minutes is fine. Chores, hours per week. Hours per week. Hold on. That's weird. I did the mistake. And look at that. I have 16 hours of free time still with my current setup. Okay, let's continue to ideal. Okay. Childcare, 0. Fitness, okay. Each week, hours. Let's say I want to spend 2 hours each week. Watching TV, I would bring it down to 2 hours per week. Social media, okay, let's say 4 hours then. Because the thing with social media is like, I do not use that during my work hours because I have work focus modes. Do that as much as possible. But the worst thing was like when I came back to work and then I had that sofa and lie down on that and then doom scroll. That is when it accumulated the most, which is not happening since last few days since the setup change, which I'm utterly grateful for. 30 minutes each day is an ideal time. That is enough to give you that distraction, but not consume you into that doom scrolling cycle. Reading, yes, that's something I have started doing. Let's just say 4 hours. Now, I have 51 free hours. 51? That's more than my full-time job. Okay, I so confused right now. With my current schedule too, I have 16 hours of free time and I somehow keep complaining. And with my ideal week, I have, oh my goodness, I have more than the time I work. Safe to say I do have a handful of hours free. Something else is coming to my mind. What I wrote down was my sleeping routine, my wake up routine, daytime routine, and evening routine. And also I wrote everyday feelings that would make me happy. Man, this is such an eye opener. Your mind will make up anything and everything to make you feel like things are not enough. But the data says otherwise. The only thing now, work on the ideal week. I'll do more of this. This clearly means that I have more time for this, which makes me the happiest right now. I highly recommend this. Sorry if you are still here. This is raw. My mind is a scramble right now because I'm flabbergasted on how much time do I have. I can study, plan my career, I can have way better food intake. Definitely I can work out every single day if I want to, and I can work on this every day. Okay, I'll see you Sunday.